I'm gonna wait for everyone to come. Hi. In this live, I'm going to be going through each and every one of my characters. I'm going to talk about one for 1 minute, then move on to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. I have a list right here. I have a pin to cross one off to let myself know that I already talked about them. I have an iPad right here with the timer, and I'll get started when more people join. So, yeah. Hee Mobile. I've never done it on, well, I've done PC before, but it was so bad. It was like that free drawing program on the PC at like school. iPad is so much better. Yeah. Much better with an Apple Pencil and iPad. Like the first couple characters will be main characters. I have a drawing tablet for my PC, though I mainly draw on my phone with my finger. Oh yeah. My iPad doesn't even let me do my finger. don't work. So. These are the main characters. And here's this characters that are based off of people I know and a pet. And these are side characters. They're just more side characters. And here's the villain ones. Probably backwards, but that will be talked about in this live stream. There's other ones, but I don't know. There's a lot of villains. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 villains. And there's 5 main characters. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters based off of people I know. And a pet. And 4 side characters. I don't have a spider one. I have a snake one. He'll be second to last. And I have a praying mantis character. She's a villain. They kind of are. Villains are a little bit more entertaining. And it's much easier. Like Seth, I can come up with a very dark story and just roll with it. All the villains have dark stories, and that's really what I did. Except for Skye and Kane. Some people might see them as villains, some people won't see them as villains because of what they do. Most of my characters have done something bad even if they're supposed to be good. Well, that's where lessons come in. That's when they learn some lessons, I guess. Skye and Kane are twins. I won't say anything right now. That's all you're gonna hear. One of my main villain characters is evil because he's he's probably the worst one, or she, or they, or it. They're probably the worst. I'm just gonna pain. I'm gonna start with the first one, so maybe people will just start joining after a little bit later. So I'm gonna start with Moana, and I'm gonna start the timer. Start. Okay, Moana was born on Earth. She was born in a forest. She is half monkey, half fairy. She has the power of lightning and storms. She could turn into a fairy. Her dad got taken by a scientist that owned a zoo, and he's been stuck there like all her life, basically. Well, kind of, mostly. And she's 12 years old, and she now lives in a magical kingdom called Lathina. She's a princess. Her mom is a queen. She has a best friend, and she crushes on him, and she loves him, but she doesn't really want to say that to him, and she doesn't know that he likes her back, but she doesn't want to ruin the friendship that they have. And she is just a really happy person. She's very positive. She likes to help people. And we're done. We're done with Moana. I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that in my dreams. That she could do that. Or try to find him. Because she doesn't actually know where he is. She just knows that he's gone. But I wanted to have like some kind of flash. Or like something. I don't know. That was a minute of that. And I was like, oh. And now it's time to talk about Max in a minute. My Iosi's dad was a scientist and got killed by a dinosaur. Wow. Both characters have something to do with science. Actually, Max, I'm going to do Max now. Because scientists come back up. Okay, Max was orphaned at a very young age. His parents were being experimented on by scientists, and they died that way. And he was put in an orphanage, and then he ran away at a very young age, and he went to the forest, and that's when he met Moana, and they became best friends. And he was always around her, always there for her, always trying to protect her, at least, because he's very protectful of people that he cares about, because he doesn't want to lose anybody else. He doesn't want to lose any more people that he's already lost. So he tries to protect the people that he's around, and he's very shy, very quiet. He keeps to himself. He's very much a loner most of the time, but most of the time he wants to be around Moana. And he likes watching her defend the forest. He went with Moana to live in Lathina because he doesn't want to be by himself. Oh, and we're done. We're done with that. I didn't even notice time was up, and then I heard the thing. Yeah, that's Max. He's very sad. I feel bad for Max, to be honest, and it's always the scientist. Yeah, it's he's half. We're just gonna say this. He's half monkey, and his parents are too, and that's why they were experimenting on them, because they wanted to know why this was the way it was. How do I don't know, actually. My main OC is half cat. What? Cat is, did you mean cat? If you said cat, you'll like one of these characters. I'm gonna go on to Bella now. Let's start timer. And Bella was born in Lathina. She was born there and everything. And her mom, she only has her mom because her dad died in war. I don't know what kind of war yet. I just know it was a battle between Lathina and something. But he didn't make it. He didn't live. And she basically grew up without a dad. And she's also 12, like Moana and Max. And she's half butterfly. She has the power of nature. She loves nature. She likes to sit in a field of flowers and just relax. And she cares deeply for people. She is very compassionate, very loving, and very happy and very positive. She will be the ear for people that want to talk to her about problems or about anything. She is there for them because she loves people so much. And we're done. We're done with that. This is very fun. I like this. That was Bella. And we're done with that. I'm gonna go on to Will now. Let's start. Okay, Will is 13. He is not really the oldest in the friend group, but he's almost the oldest in the friend group. But he is very confident. He knows what he wants. He knows. He's very strong. He's very. He's a very much of a leader type character. He goes for things that people tell him not to go for because it might get him killed. But he thinks he can handle it himself. He has both of his parents. They're both alive, and he's not even supposed to be a thing because the wolf pack has a very strict rule on wolves not being with fairies, and his dad broke that rule because he met the love of his life, and he doesn't regret it. And Will has the power of wind, and he has a very powerful bark. And we're done with that. I didn't even get to finish that part. What is this? I drew characters, but I don't know how to show them on PC. I don't, probably a YouTube video will be, yeah, I think that'll be good. I'm just gonna, he can only do it in his wolf form. But, it's like, if someone is near him, like a villain, he can do it, and they'll be blown away, and their ears will start ringing if you're near him at the time. That's what that is. He's not really a werewolf. He's just a wolf. And now, I'm going to do Kit. And start timer. Okay, Kit was abandoned as a baby because she was cursed to be half cat by a wizard because her parents are evil witches and they killed the wizard's family, and he was very mad, and so she was cursed by him to be half cat, and her parents left her by a tree with the only thing she had was a black blanket, and that's all she had. And she went to an orphanage, and she was there for her whole life. And then she left because she was like, no one's going to want me. I'm half cat. No one's going to want to take me. So she just went on her own. And she's been alone until she met Moana the day that she came to Lathina. And she just really wanted to stay in that friend group because she had no one else to go to. And she didn't want to leave that friend group either because she didn't want to be abandoned again. And yeah, and she doesn't really use her magic anyway because she doesn't want to be like her parents. And time is up. There's just so much about Kit that I want to talk about, but I can't. It's Kit. Yeah. I feel bad for her. But I needed someone that had more traumatic things. I don't know. A lot of these characters have something to do with family stuff, and that's kind of accurate for my real life. I'm going to get onto the characters based off of people I know and pets. The last one is based off of a pet. And I'm going to do the one based off of my best friend, Tori. Start timer. Okay, Tori, me and my friend came together and was like, she wants the character to be like half dragon. And so I was thinking maybe she could be the last dragon. Maybe all of them went extinct and she's the last one and she's been hiding all her life. And she is like a pinkish, purplish. She can turn into a dragon. She has like power of fire and flames. And she can breathe fire like a dragon, but I think it's only in her dragon form. I think it would be cool. And it can, she becomes friends with the rest of the characters based off people I know. And she shows herself like, I'm the only dragon. Hello, I'm here. We're still here. But that's what I came up with Tori and stuff. And time is up. These characters won't be as hard because they don't have very much stuff. And I'm gonna get with do my next one that's based off of my other friend. Okay, this character, his name is Robin. He's based off of my friend Robin. Their nickname is Shadow. And my friend is trans. I think that's what they are right now. I don't know if it's current. But when I made this character, they wanted him to be they, I think. And he is actually related to Kit. But he's not half cat, but he was evil. And then my friend wanted him to turn good near like the end. Well, yeah. And he likes using his magic more than Kit does. And time's up. Oh, I forgot to say. Okay, I'm gonna now talk about the one that's based off of myself. Mm-hmm. Okay, this character, she's my name, and she's based off of myself, and I made her half mermaid, and because I love mermaids. I've loved mermaids ever since I was little. Like, I really liked watching H2O and stuff like that, and I liked watching mermaid videos on YouTube. And I always liked The Little Mermaid. I like all of those movies, and I like the movie Splash and Aquamarine. Those are really good. And I just wanted her to be half mermaid because I like mermaids, and she's basically just myself. So, and she likes art, she likes singing, and I made her my actual size, so there'll be a little bit of a plus sized character in the story, so there'll be representation there, and yeah, I think people will like her. And time is up. And now time for the next one. Okay, Michael is based off of one of my other friends. He's gay, and he's an evil wizard because he said he wanted his character to be evil because he likes dark stuff. That's literally what he told me in the messages. He literally told me he wanted his character to be evil because he likes dark stuff. So I made him an evil wizard, and he wanted his character to have the power of like elements, like elemental magic, and so I gave him that, and he could also do spells. And that's basically what I have right now for Michael. That's the name I came up with him, and I put him in like a hoodie type outfit and jeans. Like, he said to make him like wear like a black hoodie and jeans and dark shoes. That's what he told me to put him in, so I did that. And time is up. That wasn't so hard. Okay. This character that I'm talking about right now, her name's Skye. She's based off of my little sister. She's half cheetah because when she was my sister likes cheetahs and stuff like that, and like just big cats in general. And she's very crazy, and she likes sports. She likes to take pictures and stuff like that, and she likes just to like run around. And I made her power to like be like she can run really fast because that's what cheetahs can do, and I thought that would be cool. And her outfit is like very much inspired by a cheetah pattern. It's like yellow, like a cheetah yellow color. And yeah, I think that's all I want to say about that. And this character, Skyla's character, is 13, and that's done with that. Oh, hi Matt, and thank you so much for the art. And now I'm going to talk about the last character in this section. Okay, his name is Bear. He is based off of my cat that passed away last year. He was 6, but in cat years he would be 42, so he's a little bit older in the story. And he's like 42 in the story. He's like the oldest character, I think. Yeah, I'm going to make him the oldest character. And he likes food. He can turn into a cat. I think I wanted to make him like a teacher or something, or a very chill teacher. Yeah. Like, he's very chill, very laid back. He doesn't really care about what you do. Like, whenever he was around, he would let you like cuddle him, hug him, pet him. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I want to talk about him. And we're done. The time is up. Matt, in this live, I'm going through each of my characters and talking about each one for a minute. Let me cross off these, since I've already done them. That's what this live is for. Because this girl I'm subscribed to did this with her characters, and I want to do it too because it looked fun. And it was kind of hard in the beginning, and now it's kind of like chill. But it is kind of stressful. We'll try to talk about each one in a minute because I have so much stuff to talk about. But to move on to the next one. Okay, this next character, her name is Sharla. She's half shark, and she was left on a beach when she was a baby because her parents were dealing with something in the ocean that wasn't very safe. And so they left her on the beach and hoping that someone would take her in that was nice, would help her, and keep her safe. And that didn't actually happen the way that they hoped, because the people that found her were evil villains. So she was evil for most of her life. And then she turned good because she realized that she didn't want to be evil anymore. She didn't want to be evil like those two evil villains that took her in. And she found her family, and they took her back in because the ocean was safe again. So she went back there, and she's happy now because she knows that her family did something to protect her, and she loves them for it. And we're done. We're done with that character. Okay. Next character. Her name is Bailey. She's half bear, and she's a healer. She lives in the forest in like a cabin-y type house, and she likes to heal plants. That's the most thing that she likes to do. But she can heal people, but it doesn't happen very often because she doesn't really see a lot of people. She doesn't really like going out of where she lives. But she really likes healing plants, flowers, trees, you name it. And she can heal animals too, but that doesn't really happen very often either. And she likes honey, she likes berries, she likes fish, she can hunt, and she's also a POC, so a little bit of representation there. I just made her that way because she's a bear, and usually they're like brown, and they're not really a peachy color unless you're talking about like a polar bear, but polar bears wouldn't make any sense because of the climate, and we're done. We're done with that. I just try to make their skin colors make sense based off the animal. I don't know. It's just something I try to do. And with the climate, it would make more sense for it to be like a brown bear, not a polar bear. Because it's a foresty climate, not a wintry climate. It does snow, but it's not like crazy. Okay, next side character. These are side characters, by the way. Okay, this character, her name is Faith Hops. She's half frog. She likes to jump around and have fun. She likes bugs. They do have diets that are based off of the animals, so she eats bugs. And she likes it too. She has a favorite type of bug. I just don't know what it is yet. But she does have a favorite bug to eat. So that's interesting. And she likes to color green. She wears green all the time. And she has her hair in pigtails. I think I want to make her like 10 or something around there. I want her to make her pretty young. But I don't know. And I just really like... she's a really cute character. And that's really all I have for her. I don't think she has any magic other than turning into a frog. And we're done. Oh, hello to the other person that just joined. I'm talking about each of my characters in 1 minute. And we're done with Faith Hops. And the next character. Yeah, she has pigtails. Okay, this character, her name is Bo, and she's definitely 10. I know that for sure. And she's half sheep. She wears a really fluffy, soft coat, and it's like a white grayish, and her hair is like a white gray. And she's, I really want her to represent a sheep personality, like very sheepish or something, and very like chill. I always see them as like soft people or soft animals, or I don't see them as very aggressive. So maybe she's not very aggressive, and she's also also Faith and Bo are both POCs. Um, and she's very soft, very chill, very laid back. I just wherever you think of a sheep, just yeah, we're done. Just think of a sheep. Just think of a sheep. Her name's Bo. Definitely not a goat or just a sheep. She's a fluffy, woolly sheep that you get that makes clothes. That could be her job in the future, making clothes. Oh, that's cool. That would be interesting. And now it's time for the villain characters. And, so let's start. Okay, the first character's Skye and Kane. They're both twins. Kane is a little bit more, like, on the evil side than Skye is. And Skye, I think I made him pansexual, and I made Kane, straight. Because I thought it would be, a really interesting, character thing with them being twins. I don't know, I think it would be very interesting. And, they are really into following the wolf rules because they're all also wolves, and they're like a native type thing. It's like a native type person, and so they're like a POC type color. And Kane is kind of like the leader of them two. He comes up with all the plans and stuff, and we're done. I didn't even get to talk about the relationship with Will. Just think of it as not good. Okay, next villain character. Okay, this character, her name is Hazel, and she's Monia's aunt or however you want to say it. She first in the beginning of the story, she tries to take over Lathena's happiness because she hates seeing people happy because she's not happy, and so she hates seeing other people happy because she doesn't want. She's just crazy like that, and so she killed her own two parents and tried to do her sister, but her sister got away, and so she almost succeeded but didn't, and she was was able to take away all the happiness, but she didn't because her sister came back and took it back, and and then she's when Monique came back, and time's up. There's just so much to talk about with Hazel. I don't know what to talk about. She's crazy. She's a witch, by the way. I didn't even mention that she was a witch. Most of the evils are witches. Okay, next character. Okay, this character, her name is Katherine. She sometimes likes being called Cat, but I don't know, she's iffy about that, about the whole nickname thing. But she's kind of like a puppet to her mom. She'll do anything her mom tells her to do because she doesn't want anything bad to happen. She doesn't want her mom to be angry with her or mad at her. She just wants her mom to be happy with what she does. So she will do whatever it takes to see her mom happy. And yeah, her name's Kat. And she's also a witch. She knows how to do spells. She likes doing whatever her mom plans on doing to Moni and her friends and Lathina, and she's just a puppet. That's all she really is. She's her mom's like puppet or shadow. And we're done with Katherine. Okay, time for the next character. Okay, this character, his name is Seth, and he is half snake, and his origin story is that his dad was very evil. He was the most evil thing in Lathina at the time, and so he got in a rage and killed his wife, Seth's mom, and Seth was very close with his mom. He was very much of a mama's boy. And he got so angry, so upset with his dad, that he killed his dad. And at that very moment when he did that, he felt joy and happiness from it. He loved the feeling of being evil and just being a menace, being evil and being bad and doing things that he knows he shouldn't do, but he feels joy in it. He likes seeing people. Oh, and we're done. I can't talk about it anymore. He is. He's crazy. He's a crazy little snake. I didn't get to mention what he can do to snakes. I'll make a whole video talking about Seth. Because he's actually one of my favorite villain characters I've ever made. Okay, here's the last character for this live stream. This character, her name is Laylee. She is a praying mantis, and the reason why I made her a she is because the female praying mantis, when they lay eggs, they cut off the male's head and they put the eggs in the body of the male. And so with Laylee, I made it so she was evil and she basically targeted men. And she would basically cut their heads off. And she, I think I want her to have like a negative experience with men or something. I don't know exactly if I want that or not, because I want this to be safe for a kid's eyes if the story did become public. But I don't know. I'm still deciding on that. But just, I don't know. And we're done. That's all of the characters for this live stream. And I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed this type of thing. And it was very fun, very stressful, because I didn't get to say everything I wanted to say. So maybe there'll be future videos or future live streams where I talk about one character specifically for the whole thing. And yeah, they're all... Thank you. Can you... I will. I usually do check. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I hope you liked it, and yeah. There'll be future live streams in the future, because I love streaming. It's so fun. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.